valuable, but also can kill someone who want to them stop them to uh, do what they want to do.
Hmm.
So I
Yeah,
think it's
no,
very dangerous.
yeah, it is very dangerous. I agree. Okay, thank you very much. Um, Nam, good morning.
Morning, Matthew and everyone.
How are
My
you
name is.
today?
I'm fine. I'm very good now. I'm. My name is Nam. I'm living in Ho Chi Minh City.
Okay, nice to meet you, Nam. As I said, we're talking about preventing home burglary. Quick question: do you think your neighbourhood is safe down in Ho Chi Minh City?
I think my neighborhood is very safe because everyone living in my home also is a teacher.
Ah, okay. That's
So
good.
I think that the educational background, uh, their education background is very good. So I think
Okay,
that
so you would say, yeah, it's a good neighbourhood to be living in. Okay, that's good. That's nice to hear. And what do you think about home burglary?
I think home burglary is increasing now because the immigrant people in our city coming in city increasing day by day, and the employment still increasing too much. So that is very important for Ho Chi Minh City right now. Uh, unemployment people they don't have money to spend for the daily expenditure. So I think they will find another way to earn money, and home burglaries is also the way to earn money.
Yeah, that is the big problem. And when we talk about that, so we say they're unemployed people, not unemployment, unemployed people. But that's a very good point there, Nam. Yes, if there isn't enough jobs, people are forced sometimes, it's not the best way to do it, but they are forced to make money in different ways, and that's when home burglary increases and things like that. So a very good point
Yeah.
there, thank you. And Nee, I think your microphone is working now. Good morning.
Good morning, teacher. My name is 26 years old. I'm living in Ho Chi Minh City. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Nee. Glad your microphone is working now. So, do you think your neighbourhood is safe in Ho Chi Minh City?
Yeah, you can repeat.
Yes. Do you think your neighbourhood is safe?
Yes, my neighborhood is not really sad because it's a bullying in Ho Chi Minh City is so much.
Ah, there is a lot. Ah, okay. There is a lot of burglary in Ho Chi Minh City. Okay. Um, so, what do you think about home burglary?
I think burglaries is very dangerous because they can take everything, property, and they can kill everyone. And I think I feel worried about home burglary.
Yeah, it's true. And the thing is with home burglary, even if your house does not get burgled, but maybe your neighbour's house did get burgled by someone, that it makes you feel unsafe in your house. And I don't think it's very good that you should feel safe in your house. But if you know the neighbourhood has lots of burglaries, it makes you feel unsafe in your own home, which is not a good thing. Home should be where you feel safe and not worry about things. Okay, thank you guys. Well said. We'll move along. First thing we'll do in today's class is we're going to watch a short video. And then after the video, I'll be asking the question, what are some tips to prevent home burglary? So we're going to watch a video about some tips. If you just mind while I load the video. Hey, everyone should have finished watching that video. So, what do you think are some tips that we can use to prevent home burglary? Oh, sorry, no, Han is he's only listening. Sorry, Hong, what do you think are some tips that we can use to prevent home burglary?
Okay, first of all, we should equip, locks in every windows and doors, and remember to lock them before you go to sleep. And don't leave the keys on you, because burglar can take it easily if you left key on the table. And lock equipment outside, like ladders or everything. So, sometimes we can turn on the TVs when we are outside to make the burglar think that we are inside. Yeah, it's like to fool the burglars. And yes, and I did it sometimes. I don't know if yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have done it, and that's why in the video they said to use the timer switches. I don't know if they have them here in Vietnam, but these are like special plugs that what you do is you plug your TV into this timer switch. Yeah, it's a type of plug, and what you do is and then you set the plug to turn on at maybe 5 p.m. in the afternoon. So if you know you're not going to be in the house, what you do is you plug your TV in, set it to come on at 5 p.m. and what happens is suddenly at 5 o'clock your TV will come on, because this timer switch then kicks in and allows the electricity to turn the television on. So that's what I use timer switch.
Yeah, really good here. I have never thought of it. Yes.
Okay, well, thank you.
Okay.
Khan, what are some tips that you think were shown in the video to prevent home burglary?
Now I'm live in a apartment, so I think that it is very essential. You should lock your window and your door very carefully. And secondly, you keep your house key always with you, and don't leave it in some place that and forget it. Somebody can take it and open your door. And third, I think that when you go out, you can leave the light on so that the thief can think that you are staying in the house, and if you live in a country, so, your house is very large, and you can raise a dog to gain to um, prevent the thief.
Carl, I apologise there. I didn't really hear much of that because I lost my audio connection. I couldn't hear you, so I had to refresh my browser. So I didn't hear much of your explanation. Can I ask you to say that again? I'm really sorry, but I didn't hear any of that.
Okay, I will say it again. And now I live in an apartment, so I think that if you live in apartment, it is essential that you should lock your door and now carefully. Secondly, you should keep your house key always with you. Don't leave it in some place that and forget it, so someone can take it and open your door easily. And the third, I think that you can, whenever you go out, you can you should leave your light on, so that the thief can think that you are still in house, and they will not break in the house. And the last thing, if in Vietnam, if you live in the countryside, your land is very large, big, so you can raise a dog, and it can help you to keep your house from prevent the thief breaking your house. That's my own idea.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly good. Yes, and it's interesting about keeping the keys on you. Many times in London, where I am from, because most people in London, rather than having motorbikes, they have cars. And what happens is if the keys are left out and a burglar comes in, obviously the burglar comes into your house and he steals all the valuables, TV, laptops, mobile phones, anything that he wants to do. But if he has the keys, and it's not uncommon that normally the car keys are on there as well. So what the burglar does is he takes all of your valuables, puts it into your car, and then drives away with your car, so steals your car. He uses your car to steal your valuables.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I've heard of many stories, and I've had friends, it happened to them, they've been broken into, and they've stolen everything and their car as well, because they left the keys out. So it's a bit sad. Okay, thank you, well said, and thank you for repeating it again. I'm sorry about that. Nam, what would you think are some of the tips that we could do to prevent home burglary?
I think the important tips that is related to the lock key. We don't let the lock key on the view that other people on the from the outside can see the key. When you see the key, you can get the key and open it our door and get in my home. We need to lock the door carefully when you go out or when you stay at home. And sometimes, if we go out for traveling or go out for business for a long time, you need to have somebody like the neighborhood to take out my house. They can sometimes they can see look at our lock, out the door. There any problem with them?
No, I agree. Yeah.
And also, everybody mentioned about it. Sometimes when you go out at the moment, 2 minutes or 3 minutes for we buy something in the market or supermarket nearby my house, I can turn on the light so the home burglaries can understand that, and there's somebody stay at home and they forget to intrude my house.
Yeah.
And with the valuable things, valuable things.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry, Nam, your connection was not so good then. Could you repeat that last sentence for me?
Sorry, I can't hear your voice clearly.
Okay, just one moment. Let me try something. Is that any better, Nam?
I understand.
Can you hear me clearly now? Oh, okay. Me. So, what do you think are some tips that we could use to prevent home burglary?
The tips, some tips are prevent home burglaries. Close the door, keep key, avoid review, and you need equipment prevent burglary. To feel you don't feel worry about burglary, and I think you can have guard dog because it's very important in your home because they they guard in your home is safety. That's all, teacher.
Okay, all right, thank you. Well said. Some good tips there. Thank you, people. We'll move along to some 5 new words that are related to this as a topic. What I'll ask you to do is listen and repeat and then define one of these words. So, Hong, would you like to go first and listen and then repeat after me? So, reinforce.
Reinforce.
Protective.
Protective.
Deadbolt.
Deadbolt.
Valuables.
Valuables.
An intruder.
Intruder.
Yeah, well done. Well said. Would you like to choose one of these words and define it for us?
Okay. I will choose number 1. Reinforce.
Yeah.
Yes. Reinforce means making something stronger.
Yeah. Basically, very simple. Yes. To reinforce something is to make it stronger. You can reinforce a property, a structure. You can reinforce the safety in your house. So yeah, that's exactly it. Would you like to give me an example sentence using the verb reinforce?
Okay. Here is my sentence. My father reinforced the doors to prevent burglary.
Reinforce the doors. Reinforce
doors.
Reinforce the doors to prevent burglary. Burglar. That's not. My keyboard is playing up. I apologise. Okay, now it's working. Okay. Yeah, so my father reinforced the doors to prevent burglary. Okay, well done. Good sentence. Thank you very much. Would you like to listen and repeat after me? So, reinforce,
Reinforce,
protective,
protective,
deadbolt,
deadbolt,
valuables,
valuable,
and intruder.
intruder.
Well said. Would you like to choose one of these words now and define it for us?
Yes, I will choose number 4. Valuable. Yes.
Valuable.
Valuable is things that you worth a lot of money. Yes, such as like jewelry.
Yeah, so valuables are normally things that are worth a lot of money, like jewelry and things like that. Sometimes valuables can be something that maybe not worth a lot of actual money, so it might not be worth $5,000, but it might be valuable to you. So if your grandmother had given you something, maybe a little box or something like that, it could be valuable to you, but not actually worth a lot of actual money. That's very good. Do you think you could give me a sentence using the noun valuable?
Yes. It's recommend that valuables should be left in a safe place to prevent the thief to stealing it. To prevent the thief from stealing it.
Sorry, just one moment. Just turn on my webcam. Could I ask you to repeat that sentence for me? The technical guy was just talking to me, so I didn't hear it clearly. Could you say that once more for me? Thank you.
Okay, so I will repeat my sentence.
Yes, please. Sorry to do that to you.
Yes. Okay. It's irrecoverable. You should keep valuables in a safe place to prevent the thief from stealing it.
In a safe place to prevent a thief
from stealing it.
Stealing it. You should keep valuables in a safe place to prevent a thief from stealing. One slight change, because we said you should keep valuables, which is the plural, so valuables, we're saying more than one, in a safe place, to prevent the thief from stealing, we'd say them, because it's a plural.
Them, yes.
Stealing them. Okay. Thank you. Good sentence. And we seem to, I think the internet today, I think, has been bad for some people. We only have the 2 students here left now. We seem to have lost everyone. Okay. All right. Okay, we'll move along to some phrases and idioms. The first is a phrase called break in, which basically means to enter or get into a building by force. So normally by maybe breaking a window or breaking a lock, or you could even kick the door in. That is what we say is breaking in, or we are breaking. Okay, and we have an idiom here, which is in the safe hands of, and we say somebody. Yeah, so it basically means we're being taken care of in a good manner, or we're taken care of by somebody. So, for example, we could say, you should leave your house in the safe hands of your closest friend when you are on vacation. So that would be one possible use of that idiom, in the safe hands of. Yeah. Let's see if you guys can do this. We got another one back. Would you like to have a go at creating a sentence using either the phrase or the idiom?
Okay. I choose break-in, and here is my sentence. My father brought more protective equipment to prevent burglar breaking in my house.
Ah, my father bought, I like that, to prevent the burglar from breaking into my house. Okay, and that word there, pronounce that bought. So there was the past tense of to buy, so you say bought some more protective items. Okay, well done. Good use of that phrase there. John, would you like to have a go at creating a sentence using either the phrase or the idiom?
I will make a sentence with the second idiom.
Okay.
In the safe hand of somebody. When I go out, I usually Can you hear me?
I didn't hear you. Your microphone got turned off, and it wasn't by me. I think maybe the technical guys are checking some sound quality at the moment. Sorry, could I ask you to repeat that once?
Yes, I will repeat it. When I go out, I usually leave my baby in the safe hand of my cousin, who I believe.
Yeah.
Ah, I like that. So when I usually go out, I leave my baby in the safe hands of my cousin. Yeah, my cousin, who I believe. Or you would say, rather than believe, you would say, who trust would be a better word. Who I trust.
Yes.
Okay, but that was a good sentence. So well done, you two. Thank you. Good use of those here. We're going to move along to an essential structures exercise here. We're going to be looking or using the phrase, it is a recommended that. So it is recommended that, and we'll have a subject, should, and then we can add the verb and an object. So, for example, you could say, it is recommended that you should install solid wood doors to prevent home burglary. So in our example, we've got our it is recommended that, and we have our subject, and then we have the word should, and then we're using the verb here, install, and then we said what solid wood doors to prevent home burglary. So we also have 4 pictures or phrases here to help you construct this sentence. So you've got lock your doors and windows, install double key deadbolts, have a guard dog, and leave lights on when you go out. So, would you like to have a go at creating a sentence using this structure? So it is recommended that.
Okay. It is recommended that you should have a guard dog to sleep well at night.
Have a guard dog to sleep well at night. I like that one. Okay, it is recommended that you should have a guard dog to sleep well at night. Okay, good. I like that one. Thank you. Carl, would you like to have a go at creating a sentence using this structure?
Yes. It's recommended that you should install double key deadbolts to keep your house safer.
The key, install double key deadbolts to keep your house, and you say safer.
Safer.
Yeah. Safe. So if you want to be, pronounce it like that. So safe. It'd be easy. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, good sentence as well. I like that. I don't know if you know. Do you know what a deadbolt is? Do you know what one of those are? Either of you?
Deadbolt.
Yeah. Do you know what that is? It's a type of lock.
Yes.
The easiest way to explain it is a normal lock that you have on maybe some doors and everything. They have springs in them. Yeah. And have you ever watched a movie when someone gets a credit card and opens up the door with using a credit card? I think you might have seen that in movies. That is normally the sort of bolt that has a spring in it, okay? And it allows you to open up the door with another item other than the key. A deadbolt lock is the sort of lock that the only way you can move the lock across so you could open the door is if you have the key. You cannot put a credit card in, you cannot use anything else. You have to have the key. So that is why they say you use deadbolts, because without the key, it cannot be opened. But other locks, you can use credit cards, maybe a screwdriver or something like that. So that's just for your information. I'm not sure how often you will talk about a deadbolt lock, but just so you know.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Okay, so we get to the conversational bit here. You've got a statement here. In fact, nearly 66% of all burglaries are residential, so that means they happen at the home. Okay? The United States leads the world in occurrence of home burglaries. In the US, 2 million home burglaries are reported each year. And a home burglary occurs every 13 seconds. A lot of burglaries, okay? So what I would like you two to do is have a conversation. Basically, it seems that home burglary is a burning issue in today's society now, okay? So discuss with each other the things that you can do to prevent home burglary, okay? So as I say, Hong and Carl, if you two could just now have a conversation about how to prevent home burglary.
Hello, Hong.
Yeah, hello, Frank. So,
Are you?
Yeah. What? Okay, hello?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay. What do you want to tell me?
Yeah.
Yes, I think that I do agree that home burglary is now a burning issue in society nowadays. You can see that there are many stories in newspapers every day about home burglary, and it is very essential. You should do something to keep your house safer. And in my opinion, I think that there are some way, there are some way to keep your house to prevent the home burglary yourself. First, lock your door and window carefully by a high quality clock, with high quality clock. Yeah. And secondly, you should not place a lot of money in your house. If you have a lot of money on a large number of money, you should keep it in a bank or a place where you think that it is safe. And if you keep it in a house, it may be attract thief to come in the house and steal it. And that's some of my idea. Some idea. Yes, some idea.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's very useful, and I totally agree with you. And I just want to say that first of all, people need to be aware burglaries because it happened. It really happened. And yeah, so when we think about it and we will find a way to, you know, to prepare for it. And yes, I think there are lots of ways to reinforce our house by, you know, locks and safer and some tips. And yeah, and we can learn it in internet, read newspaper and watch TVs is everywhere. And I think it's very important. And by a dog, yeah. And I just and the second thing is another thing is it also very as important as you know the first thing you mentioned, and it is we should live in a safe community. And yeah, I think it's very important because in a cohesive and strong community, people will support and help each other whenever anyone in danger. And I think it's very important. And in the community, that people are well educated and they all have jobs, so they don't have need to use money from others. And I think it's very good. And but sometimes we cannot, you know, we cannot choose a place to live because we don't have enough money. And so I think maybe we can try to bring the people standard in the community that we are living. And maybe we have some meeting and we can have a talk with the authorities, and so we don't have to you know.
Yeah, talk
you know,
to others. You are not
what in neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can sleep well at night, and yeah, don't worry that my neighbors he's trying to sneak in my house and steal something from me. And I think it's quite, you know, tired and yes. So
okay, it's interesting you talk about that, Hong. Is I think in the US and the UK. We have something, it's like a little society to do with the community, and it's called Neighborhood Watch. Yeah, yes. So where it is all the neighbors, they speak with each other, they have meetings, so they look out for each other. But that has happened here for me in Hanoi. My neighbors, who were Vietnamese, I went on vacation, and I gave the keys to a friend of mine to come in and look after the house and feed my cat. And one day she was undoing the padlock on my gate, and one of my Vietnamese neighbors turned around and said, "Sorry, who are you?" Because she obviously knows I live there with my wife, and this lady she'd never seen before. So she was walking along and saw the strange woman or unknown woman going into my house. And she sort of said, "Who are you? What are you doing?" Because she knew she didn't live there. And then my friend had to explain, "Oh, they are on vacation. I'm looking after the cat." Yeah. So, and I like that. I think that is good, because if I would do the same for them, if okay, I know that person does not live there, you'd question it. So it stops. So it's good the community gets involved to stop burglaries.
Yes, it's very important.
Oh. Yes, and I think that you are very lucky because you have cheerful neighborhood. Okay.
Yeah, trustful.
I'm lucky. I do live in a nice neighborhood. I'm not sure how well you guys know Hanoi, but I live in an area called Tay Ho.
Okay.
Which is a nice area in Hanoi. So I'm lucky in that regard. But it still happens. What also happens.
Okay, I think
especially in London, when you have a very nice rich area, you know, where there's lots of big houses, the area itself is actually a very nice area to live in. The people that live in the houses are well educated and things, but what burglars tend to do is they know that this area is a rich area, and they go into that area because they know the houses are full of rich people who have a lot of valuables. That tends to happen as well. I don't know if that happens in Vietnam, but certainly burglars pick a very nice neighborhood to go and break into their houses. Okay, so we've come to the end of the class, today's class. We started off with quite a few students and we lost them throughout the class through through connections today. Good class, you're both very articulate and very confident when speaking, so that's good. I would possibly like to see or hear, because you have good vocabulary, you start using some more adjectives, so descriptive words when you're talking. So when we're talking about certain things like, I live in a beautifully lovely neighborhood. I had a extremely shiny, valuable jewel necklace. So try and be a little bit more descriptive. That's what I'm going to pick up on. There was a couple of words I would like to highlight for pronunciation. We said about the word bought. So the past tense of the word to buy. So when we say that, bought. Yeah, that was one. We mentioned it earlier, but I'm going to mention it again, the word safer. So I feel safer in my neighborhood. Another word, safer, that's perfect, brilliant. Society, we need to make sure society is aware of burglaries. So society.
Society.
One more word. In the word, this is the plural of the word, locks. I need to buy some new locks for my house. Lock or locks, as in the plural. And one last one is the word, I noticed it, is the word attract. Make sure we pronounce the T sound on that one. So attract. The T sound at the end is right, attract. Emphasize the T at the end, so attract. That's it, that's better. That's much better. You're pronouncing the T sound. So those are the words for pronunciation practice. So bought, safer, society, locks, and attract. Okay, those are the ones from today. And that's it from today. It was interesting. You were self-correcting. It was a good level of English conversations today. So well done, you two. Using the break-in and in the safe hands, so you used those very well. The exercise, you recommended that. You both did very well as well. And I think we could have had a longer conversation about how to prevent home burglaries, actually. If we'd had more time, that would have been good. You two were having a good conversation. So well done. Are there any questions? Did you have any questions, either of you?
No, teacher. Thank you. It's enough. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your work today. It was nice. I hope you have a good morning. Hopefully, I will see you again soon. But for the moment, goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. I love your class. Thank you.
Thank you. I enjoyed it too. Okay, goodbye.
Bye, teacher. Thank you very much.